Hello, beautiful Ascension family, and welcome back to our channel. Today, we will be doing our monthly May reading for our Capricorn. I wanted to do something a little different. I've started using these amazing, cute little, they are astrology die, and I just wanted to kind of incorporate them into a few readings, see if they are accurate, see what people think. So I absolutely welcome your feedback on it. So let's start with our purple. So the little purple represents all the houses. And so for you, Capricorn, I have got the first house, which this little die, or little, yes, this little dice die, political, I'm not sure which one is correct, but either way, that one represents the houses. And so it tells me what area of life is kind of reflected by the houses in your astrology pool today. So that represents your personal life. Things such as your belongings, physical possessions, how you feel, think, and look, and then also can warn against misfortune. Okay. The pretty little blue one over here, that one is the situation. And it says that your current situation is in Pluto, okay, the planet Pluto, pertaining to death, rebirth, the old, out with the old, in with the new, the end of an era, transformation, and evolution. Okay. And the pretty little green one over here is what you are experiencing on your emotional side. That is right now you seeking balance, seeing both sides of the coin, people pleasing, forcing peace in a stressful situation, and submission. Okay. Putting all of those together, this really gives me the tone for some of you Capricorn who are in the space of healing. This particular healing is taking you to a different space, to a different place where you are going to have to let go of all the things that aren't serving you anymore. You're going to have to let go of anything that is in your past. You're going to have to be in this space of being open to transform, even if it doesn't look like what you think it would look like. Okay. And then emotionally, you're going to have to find balance with that healing. You're going to have to be in a space where you see your wrongs and maybe admit to yourself those things that you don't want to admit that you did or that was a part of the situation. You're going to have to take accountability for your part in things. And you're also going to have to see where maybe the partnership or relationship or whatever it was that you are leaving behind, where they may have did right. Okay. In a lot of this Capricorn, what I see and the words that spirit give me automatically is the blame game. Is that there was a lot in whatever that situation or relationship was. There may have been a lot of back and forth, tug of war of it. This was your fault. This was my fault. This was your fault. This was my fault. In order for you to be able to move forward, Cap, you're going to have to let all of that go. Spirit has you in a space where it is time for you to move past everything that doesn't serve you anymore. And you need to be put in a space of embracing all things new in your path, in your journey, and in your life. And in order to be able to do that, accountability is a part of that, and letting go of the right fight. It doesn't matter who was right. It doesn't matter who was wrong. They played a part. The situation, the person, the relationship played a part in your journey. And as it does that, or as it has done that, okay, you need to take from it whatever the lesson that spirit was trying to teach you, and it was. Take from that what is necessary so that you can take that and move forward towards what spirit does have for you. Okay. Again, I want your feedback here because these are a very new piece for me. I am trying to learn astrology, and as I am learning, because I am by no means an astrologer and do not claim to be, but I am at this point in where I am with my spiritual journey and a spiritual guide and a spiritual teacher. And, you know, I've been doing tarot for many years at this point and reading for have quite a few clients in my under my belt. And so I feel strongly I'm in this point in my journey where I don't know how to continue without learning the astrological piece, because I feel like it absolutely has a play in what we do and who we are on this plane. So just saying, regardless of what your beliefs are about it, I would like to know where and how that plays a part for you. Do you feel that this part was accurate? Do you feel it was helpful? I'm going to keep using it. I'm going to keep going because I just think it's something that we all need to maybe consider. And if it's accurate, I want to know it because I want to keep using it. I want to keep learning what the planets and the stars and the constellations and the move with Mercury and Pluto and all of the planetarial placements, how it plays a part in our lives here in this journey. Okay, with that said, we're going to get right on into tarot, the part I absolutely do know, and start with that. All right, Capricorn. We are going to, this is a general reading for all placements in Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Spirit, let's find a deck for them and show me what is in the cards. Show me all the energy surrounding my Capricorn placement, please. Sun, Moon, and Rising. This is a collective reading, meaning it might hit a little different for a little bit of everybody out there if your placement is in Capricorn anywhere in the Sun, Moon, or the Rising. Balance is the thing that keeps coming up for you guys. Finding that balance, finding that sweet spot where you're going to be in a space where you're okay to let go of the past, but also advance in moving forward with the future. That's the message I'm getting without even looking at cards. So yeah, letting go of the past, but advancing in the future. This is a lot of cards, y'all. I got ready to put those back, and Spirit said, no, leave them there. Back, back, back. These four are okay to put back, and then everything that came face up, I am supposed to keep. All right. So, Spirit, show me. Turn them all over, and Spirit, show me where they go. Again, if you don't like this part, you are more than welcome to fast forward through it and get to the good stuff. But I like for you guys to see that my placement of the cards is nothing motivated by me. It is guided all by Spirit. So I just feel like it's a authentication type thing. It's where you guys know that it's not me, because I promise you, with doing so many readings all of the time, there's no way I could turn over these cards and remember where they are. So it's absolutely guided by Spirit. So I just think it's important for you guys to see it. The feedback that I have been given previously is that you guys actually do like to see this piece because you know that it's authentic. So I hope that is representative of your feelings. All right, let's start. Okay. If you have been around for some of my previous readings, what you do know about me is that I'm also a Reiki master teacher. And I do kind of a very similar pull every time I read for you guys, because here's why. What I'm pulling in a way that I want it to reflect what's going on in your head, what's going on in your heart, what's going on in your root, what is happening here on your receiving side, and what you're also giving out. That kind of, to me, represents your chakras and where they might be at this time. Again, this is a collective reading. It is not going to hit for every single Capricorn. What I do ask is that for those that resonate with it, take what resonates for you. And if it doesn't, throw it out. And if it doesn't, leave what is here for anybody who may need it. Okay. 5 of Cups at your head space, which tells me you are not in a space of giving up, but you are absolutely in a space where you are trying to get past something in your head. Okay. Um, Cabs, I don't see depression, okay? But what I do see is a very distinct loss of hopefulness, right? That where you are in your headspace, it's like I'm here. I don't know how I got here. I'm trying to deal with the situation at hand, but I really don't know where to go. And I'm trying to have hope, but I have more despair than I do have hope. And that is your thoughts about it, okay? At your headspace, I am getting the Fool card. Was I a fool? Did I not look at this accurately? How did I end up here in this situation? Why is my heart at this space where it feels like I have no choice but to start over? Below it, the Empress. For some of you, at your core, this is a reflection of how you feel about not only the relationship that you're moving out of. And I'm going to just absolutely speak it because this feels very relationship oriented. Even when I was looking at the astrological die, that was very relationship oriented. So that's where I'm going to take it because that's where I'm feeling. I'm sorry if that's not what you need today, but for those of you that are looking for professional information, I will pull a little bit for that at the end. But for those of you that are coming out what looks to be a very tense space of relationship, the starting over at the heart space, the new beginning, the need to move forward is absolutely there for a reason. The Empress down here is about nurturing yourself at your core through this, right? That is why I feel strongly with the die, you've got to let go of the blame game. You've got to stop worrying about whose fault it is because healing, there's not an ego in the healing process. Okay. And I'm going to say that again. There is no ego in the healing process. You have got to let go of whose fault it was, what you did, what they did. Stop keeping score. Stop keeping score because the score doesn't matter. At the end of a game, when somebody plays a game or so, somebody wins, somebody loses. There is always a win and a lose in whatever game there is, right? And I don't know where you are, Capricorn. Maybe you're competitive. Maybe you're worried about who won, who lost. It's not about that, right? How did you play that game? And that is where Spirit wants you to take that accountability in this. How did you play that game? What were the things in the game I could have improved? Was our defense tight enough? Was my offense good enough? What was, here it's not about who won or lost. It's more about how you played the game. What are you going to do different in this next relationship that you could have done different in this past one? How did you do it? Right? So at your heart space, as you move forward, as you embrace a new beginning, because that's what I do believe is coming for you. Pay attention because the Fool card in Tarot is also about paying attention. So pay attention to those things in this past relationship that may have gotten you here. Okay. How do you move forward past that? How do you elevate from that? All right. At your core, at your root, how do you nurture yourself in a space where, the loving mother, Gaia, is about embracing all things emotional and embracing all the things, the pregnant mother is about the ultimate emotional forwardness and embracing and nurturing all of the things that make you who you are. Regardless of how that may be compatible to someone else, at your root, you need to concentrate right now on embodying your space in this world and what that looks like for you and how you're able to move towards things in a flowing way that's going to allow you to just that move forward, embrace, nurture, be guided, be open, be vulnerable in different ways that you may not feel that you can do right now, but that's part of the path forward. What's on your receiving side? 8 of Swords, the 8 of Swords in reverse at that. I do sense some fear in this 8 of Swords. However, with it being in reverse, I'm getting more anxiety than anything. However, what Spirit is saying is it's an anxiety that you're creating in your own world. It's something that can absolutely not necessarily need to be here. So this is you in your head. This is you in your heart. This is you in all of these spaces that you don't know how to handle. What does that speak to? That speaks to reorganizing, okay? Reconcile all of your emotions. Figure out why you're here. Yes, you maybe there was a lot of hurt involved in what you just went through, and it's going to be about figuring out why you're hurt. Dig deeper, okay, is what I get with this card. You need to dig deep. You need to dig deep at your base. Not be afraid to understand why you're here and what your feelings are about it. Maybe you're pissed off. That's totally okay. Maybe you're upset. Maybe you are hurt. Maybe the loss is just too much to bear. Whatever those emotions are, don't be afraid to look into that. Don't be afraid to dig a little deeper, because the emotion is a reflection of where you were, but also where you're going. Everything about this reading, everything about the astrological placements of things, all of these things are not just where you are, but where you're going, right? Doing things differently on the forward movement is where I get this. Okay. That's where you're receiving. On your giving side, Page of Pentacles, stability, finance, being in a space, and that stability word comes out strong, right? Your energy in the giving space of this relationship, where you were looking for something that was going to be stable. I'm going to speak to this in the spiritual place that spirit gives me, and not it may. I'm going to be absolutely positive, Capricorn. You may want to turn this reading off as I'm about to say what I'm about to say, but yeah, I'm going to say it. And then I said what I said. Whatever the purposes that you were holding on to this relationships were for stability purposes, and that was for the wrong reason. You may not have necessarily been in this for the space of love, or for the space of it being the growth that you needed it to be. The pinnacle right here tells me you were in this for stability. It may have been financial stability. It may have been, I just want to make sure I'm securing my future. But whatever the reason here, this pinnacle is in the wrong space, because that's not where it should have been. That was the energy that it was giving, that you were looking for security in different spaces of security, and not necessarily security in the right space. And I know that may be, that may come out, that it just may have been in the wrong space for the wrong reasons, but I'm sorry. But I'm not sorry, because that is exactly what spirit is giving me. And when you seek forward for whatever this next relationship is, don't think of it as this is my forever person. Do not think of it as this is who I'm going to marry. Do not think of it as this is who I'm going to be with for the rest of my life. You need to approach it from I am open to whatever and wherever this may grow to organically. Okay. Don't put any type of expectation or obligation on what it's going to be or where it goes, because that is may have been where you were with this past representation, and you don't want to do that, because what spirit has for you and who spirit has for you may not look like what you expect it to. And they definitely do not want it to be you in it or doing it just to secure something, especially not a future. And that's the vibe that I get here. That Page of Pentacles is about future forward movement of stability. It is about future forward movement of balancing and making sure you're stable and you have got what you need. And it is about going forward towards something that is security. And here it's on your giving side, which tells me that was the reason for that relationship. And that's the wrong reason to be in any relationship. Okay, Cap. I know it feels like I'm being a little harsh on you guys, and I don't mean to be, but I want you to move forward towards everything that is for you. You deserve that. That's what you deserve. What is for you? And I truly, truly feel that on your staff here, what you're moving forward towards looks very different than what you may have been in. And I think that is okay. Okay. We're going to go here to what's in the middle. As I turn over, Woo! As I turn over your cards on where you're going, I hear a word that Spirit is giving me. That word is denial. Ooh, ouch. Ouch, y'all. And again, don't hate the messenger. I'm just a vessel. I'm a vessel for Spirit that's reading the cards. And I'm just going to tell you what they mean. That's my job, is to tell you what they mean, and not necessarily, yes, some of you are going to get real upset and turn this reading off right now. And that's okay. I respect it. You're absolutely able to do that. But in the event that you decide to come back and hear what the rest of Spirit has to say, here we go. All right. In the middle of this Knight of Cups, okay? Knights fight for what is honorable. They fight for what is true. And here's what I'm going to say. For a minute here, I'm going to take the spotlight off for you, Capricorn, and I'm going to focus on who your partner was in this past relationship, okay? They were about their emotions. They kept trying to fight towards having you understand their emotional side. They want you to know the representation of the knight here with the roses is, I love you. I want to be with you. I want to fight for what I feel we can have. However, you had a fear in that. You had anxiety in that. For whatever reason, Capricorn, you could not see the other side of your partner's emotions, which is part of the reason that has got you landed where you are. What happened with this relationship, and again, don't hate me, I'm just the vessel reading the cards. You refuse to take your accountability for things. And as you refuse to do that, that Seven of Swords is resentment all day long. Okay. You became resentful for whatever reason those were. I'm not going to dig too deep in this. I'm going to leave some for your therapist. Okay. However, resentment is loud and clear here. Your resentment led to this tower. It led to this space of despair. It led to this place where, was I a fool? I don't know what's happening. It led to all of this fear and this anxiety. Your non-acknowledgement of your place in some of this led to the tower that you are experiencing or will experience right now. I feel like I'm calling y'all out on y'all shit, and I don't mean to, but it's not me. Spirit's calling you out in your shit because you need to know what happened here so you can move forward. Forward movement is not always about what's in front of us. Sometimes going towards what's in our future means we've got to reflect on what's in our past. Okay? I don't want to hit you too hard here. But if Capricorn, if you feel like you're in a tower moment, if you feel like your relationship fell apart and you didn't see it coming, if you feel like you're in a space where you're dealing with the hurt, you're dealing with the healing, you're dealing with all of it, but you just quite can't, try to say that 3 times fast, let it go. It is absolutely because Spirit wants you to take your accountability into this, and maybe what you could have did different so you can actually move toward what is for you. Okay. This is where we are. Deal with the resentment, deal with the emotions, deal with how it's hitting you so very hard that it's making it hard to move past that person that you didn't necessarily know you could live without. Okay. Why? Because that's what brings you to the balance that Spirit has been pointing out that you're seeking. Once you are able to take the accountability, once you are able to see what you may have been able to do different, and you can understand that ex-partners, whoever it is, and I want to point out, because Spirit says there is no feminine or masculine attachment to any of the things that I'm saying. So if you are a Cap, masculine or feminine, or both, wherever that fits for you, let that lie and let that read, because it doesn't matter where you are in that. Spirit says collectively, this is what this is. Okay. The balance you're seeking won't come until you understand your accountability here. That is the lesson in all of this. You can't move forward. They're not going to send you another partner. They're not going to put you into another relationship. Could you force yourself into one? Absolutely. That's about that Pluto being in the space, of evolution, right? That's also about that first house where the first house is about um, your possessions, look, feel, think, okay? And the emotional side of it, seeking both sides of the coin and forcing peace in a stressful situation, right? You can't force peace. You can, but you can't. You can be in denial all day long about what this was, but until you actually accept it for what it was and how it ended, you will not be able to have peace as you move forward. Take accountability, can't talk today, y'all, into what your part of where this ended was, because it ended this way for a reason, for you and your partner. Okay, your partner's dealing with some shit too. If I've got to just peek on the other side of what this looks like, they are dealing with some of this too still. Maybe it's hard for both of you to let go, but at the end of the day, you have got to let go. You've got to be in a balanced, peaceful space. This is what you need. You need to take accountability, know where your part, acknowledge it's the tower, let the hurt burn, let it burn, in the words of Ursher. And once you let it burn, you'll be able to move forward towards some peace and some balance and be able to be in a better space. Okay. This Six of Pentacles is about, y'all, y'all not gonna like me at all when I'm done with this. Y'all might not even watch next month's reading. I hope y'all do. I really do hope you do. But this one is, man, as you go forward, don't seek someone to take care of you. Do not seek. This Six of Pentacles is about, it's the charity card, okay? Is what I call it. It's not, does it mean charity? Yes. It means sharing of finances. It means someone helping. It means being able to give out financial means, okay? In a lot of ways. It's the taking care of card. It's the helping somebody. And Spirit tells me over here, what you were seeking, what the energy you were giving out was you wanted to be taken care of. You wanted that stability. Don't seek that as you go forward, because that's not going to equal the balance and the love that you feel like you are looking for and deserve. Okay. Now, if that's what you're looking for and that's all you're looking for, okay. But are you going to get reciprocity in that? No. Are you ever going to be in what you feel, this part where you feel like I'm the fool? Are you ever going to absolutely get what you feel like you deserve if this is what you're seeking? You are not. Because it's not what Spirit has for you. Some people want a very balanced relationship. I want to get all the things I deserve. Okay. But sometimes, even if that's in I want someone to spoil me, I want someone to shower me, I want somebody to love me, you don't want to show them this. You don't want to show them that that's what you're seeking, that all you're looking for is this stable, like, future. For some of you, I'm getting this absolute sense of, well, I want commitment and I want stability and I want all of that. But if this is the energy that you're giving off, you may never get that, because somebody's going to get the wrong impression. Somebody's going to feel like, oh, well, are they just here because I'm just a body to fulfill their desire? Am I just a person that, they want to be committed to because they just want to be committed? Am I just a person to finance all of their dreams and thoughts and security? Yeah, you're going to have to approach love in an absolute different way. Okay? Be open to whatever it looks like. It may be you need to go through a few experiences of just dating someone or dating somebody so that you can see what it is you want and like at the state of coming out of something that looks to be long term for a lot of you. I can't say it's collective. I cannot say that's all of you, but for a lot of you, this may have been long term. This may have been a couple years. This may have been 3-4 years. This may have been 5, 6, 8, 10 years. Okay. And you've got to figure out what you want now before you can move forward in what love looks like. Figure out what you want first. Know what you want, because it's so much easier to move forward in something if you know what your plan is. Let it happen organically. Do not force anything. Do not force anything. Forcing a square peg in a round hole is absolutely going to end up being like pointless for you. Okay. It's going to end up being pointless. You keep forcing yourself into somebody that may be, I feel right now, somebody has someone who may have a liking to you. It may be in a space where, you want it to go further, but maybe they don't feel the same way. And you are in this space where I'm going to make them like me. I'm going to make them love me. You can't make anybody do anything they do not want to do. And honey, if they don't want you, let that shit go. Move on to the next. Because trust and believe, if they're not reciprocating in a way that you feel they should be, it's a reason for it. God's rejection is protection. Most out of all of the times that I've ever known it, there's a reason for it. Okay. So that's on the relationship tip for all of you Capricorns or anybody that resonates with it. For those of you that were looking for professional information, I am going to use a different deck and I'm going to see Spirit show me where things lie for Capricorn in money and profession. Show me what that looks like. I picked up a deck, but I don't know if that's the deck I actually want. Here we go. Let's go this way. I split the deck. I'm going to show you where the deck split. Opportunities, okay? 8 of Pentacles, opportunities coming towards your way, and introspect. So I absolutely feel like if you were not, y'all, I'm from Texas. So again, from wherever you're watching, just understand and have grace with me because I'm from Texas and I'm going to talk like I'm from Texas sometimes. If you were not, okay, in a space of looking for something different or looking for opportunities, I absolutely get from Spirit that you need to be in a space where you do seek new opportunity. Ooh, some of you in your head are absolutely in your head about the money and about how you're not receiving what I feel like to be what you need to move forward. I also, King of Wands there, entrepreneurial opportunities. So maybe some of you aren't receiving the opportunities that you want as you're working for yourself. Death, man, that transformation card and that death is showing up everywhere in relationship for you, Cap, in finances and in career for you, Cap, man, everywhere. Wow. I'm going to move her really quickly just so we get an accurate kind of layout of where you are in your professional career or money. Okay, here's what I get from this. There is a few of you Capricorns that are on this space of you need to build. You want to rebuild. And I get entrepreneurial energy as a lot of you may be in this space of you want to build on something where you work for yourself and not necessarily somebody else, okay? Spirit said right now is about transformation. It's about transforming all of the things. You need to let go of what isn't serving you. So if you working for yourself is causing you stress and affecting your mental health, then maybe you just need to go get a job working for somebody else. Does that mean it's going to be forever? No. Does that mean you need to kill your dream of building your business and working what you need to? No. But this is a tough economy right now, y'all, and it's tough. Even on the job market side, working for someone else, it's tough. So building a business right now in this economy may not be what is suiting you at this moment. Okay? Does it mean kill your dreams? Oh, Ace, you're such a dream killer. No, I'm not trying to kill your dreams. I am not trying to piss in your Cheerios today. But what I am trying to do is be realistic, where Spirit says right now may not be the alignment time for your business. Does that mean continue to use it as you work for somebody else? Absolutely. Build a bridge. Use all of the things that you're doing while working for someone else. Take those finances, take what you're learning in that specific job and those job duties, take that and apply it to your business. But right now just may not be the time for you to continue to build on your business. Because what I see is happening, you are investing money into a business that is not paying you back. Okay? If that is where you are, doesn't mean kill your dreams. No, the death card doesn't mean die. Doesn't mean that dream of what you want to build and where you want to go dies. It just means rest in it for just a little bit. All that money you're investing in it, all of that time you're investing in it, everything that you're doing to build it is counterproductive right now. So it's okay to work for somebody else. It doesn't make you part of the lower population just because you have a job and work for somebody else right now. It's not what it means, but it means that may be what you need to do in the meantime to give your mind rest so you can breathe a little bit, so you can stack some of that paper and those coins that you're getting from your a job. And then later, when the economy's better, later when things can build, later when it's a better timing for you, you build on that at that time. But at the moment, okay, allow yourself to have some mental health rest by not stressing yourself out on all the money that you're going to make or not going to make, because you're in your head mentally trying to build something is creating stress for you and it is affecting your mental health. Spirit doesn't want that for you. Okay. Now is just not the time for your entrepreneurial venture to thrive and flourish. I want to pull another card on that because for those of you who just have the average job, I feel like there's a little bit of a different take on it, right? Not again, not saying that you're not going to own your own business anytime soon. There's that introspect card. Spirit, again, in all things, relationship and money, wants you to have a plan, Cap. Have a plan. Sit back. Think about what you want to do. Think about where Spirit is driving you. Think about, and I know you guys, I need to get my nails done. I just, between a job and readings and all the things, I have not had a time to go get a feel. So please do not judge me at this moment. However, I'm working on that and I will be doing that very soon for Mother's Day. But I wanted to get you guys readings out. So hopefully you can't see it too well on camera, but yeah, if you can, don't judge me. I'm a woman. I'm the average girl. I got to have time to go get a fill. Okay. There we go. But introspect on all the things that you want for you. What do you want to do? This business plan, this is just a time of rest. It's a time of reconciliation in relationship, in your money, in how you want to move forward, in what you want to be promoted in. Do I even want to be at this job that I'm at right now? Is there something out there better for me where I could be making more money? Is this even the profession that I want to be doing? Okay. There is a lot of energy here around what is happening. So, all right, I have held you guys for a very long time today, which is not typical. I probably went longer than I have on most of my readings, but Cap, you needed it. Spirit said you needed it, and I like to give you what you need. We are going to wrap it up. I'm going to give you a card, a oracle card, and I've been tending to kind of lean toward my little affirmies, just because they tell it like it is, and they're going to tell us where we need to be. So, Spirit, can I have one little affirming for my caps so we know what we're doing? And wow. Sometimes when I pull these oracle cards and I just let them pop out, y'all, I think I'm like, did I give them what they need, Spirit? Did they get what they need? If this doesn't make me drop the mic, then I don't know what whiz. Or what will. Time to get my shit together is what the card says. Is there anything you've had on your to-do list for way too long? Take a little time today to write down anything you've been putting off. It's time to come up with a plan of attack and get that shit done. Wow. Okay. I don't make it up, y'all. I absolutely don't. Y'all see me shuffle the cards. That's what came out. So as I just was saying, as Spirit was trying to give that message of, no, is it an end of everything? Does this mean I'll never have another relationship? No. Does it mean that I won't be able to build my business? No. What it means is take some time, rest, reconcile, figure out what direction you really want to go. What type of partner am I really trying to manifest? What do I really want my business to do so that I don't have to keep investing money and not getting anything back? If I'm in a career, what do I want my career to look like? Am I doing what really serves me? And if it's not, how can I let it go and move into what I actually want to do? This has been a pleasure to read for you all. It is forever and always my prayer that this helps, reaches, teaches someone in whatever way is needed. I would love for you guys to be a part of the Beautiful Ascension family if you are not already. So if you are not, please go ahead and hit that little bell, subscribe, like, let us know what this reading may or may not have meant to you. I absolutely love to hear your feedback, good and bad. Okay, although sometimes I'm a Cancer and bad hits me in my heart, but that's okay. It helps me to know where I can improve and where we can continue to take the channel. Okay, so I cannot wait to read for you guys for June. I hope this was helpful and touched a soul, at least one or two. And let's do it again next time. See you all, Cap, in June. Have a lovely one. Blessing, love, and light.